Hi, this is Loni. Today we will be discussing some important questions we need to ask the prospect in order to know the condition of their property. But before anything else, let's get to know what is cold calling. So, are you ready? Let's go! Now let's start defining what is cold calling. Cold calling, as the name suggests, is calling a sales lead who has never spoken to you before. In an age of email campaigns and social selling, cold calling can still be effective, opening opportunities that wouldn't have been available otherwise. It can be disheartening as you'll hear more about objections and rejections than you make sales, but being a cold calling pro comes with practice. Despite the name, you shouldn't go in cold. It's important to know who you are calling and the reason why you called. And to have a cold calling script rather than what to say on every single call, a cold calling script is a template that changes depending on what you discover while researching your prospect. The questions you ask should be based on the information you've learned. Now let me present to you 10 investigative questions to ask a home seller. First is asking the seller the reason why you are selling. Well, you may not always get a truthful answer. Asking why the seller is moving can be helpful in determining how much room there is for negotiating. Number 2 is the length of time in the market. The longer a house stays on the market, the harder it becomes to sell since the listing becomes stale, and buyers think there must be something inherently wrong with the property. Knowing how much the seller paid is helpful for a couple of reasons. First, it tells you if the values in the local market have gone up or down since the seller purchased the home. Second, it may help you determine how open the sellers may be to negotiation. Next is to ask what is included in the sale. Sometimes legal definitions determine what is and what is not included in the sale, but sometimes an item can fall into a gray area. Number 5. While you may not get a particularly detailed answer, it's a good idea to at least try to find out about any problems before going through with the purchase. Lead paint and natural hazards. Of course, you should still get a comprehensive inspection before buying the house since there might be issues the seller doesn't know about or won't willingly share. 7 is the past problem conditions. Ask if the seller has had to fix any problems with the house and how well the solution worked. Ask about the age and condition of key components of the house so you are prepared for any big expenses you could be facing. Start with the roof. Newer ones may last anywhere from 15 to 50 years depending on the roofing material. An asphalt roof lasts about 15 to 20 years, so if it's already 15 years old, you might be looking for at a fairly immediate large expense. Also ask about the heating and cooling systems, appliances, water heater, sink, plumbing, and electrical systems. Bad renovations, sketchy plumbing, and mediocre construction can end up costing you both financially and emotionally. It's important to ask if any major repairs and renovations have been done. See whether the seller can produce a building permit for repairs and renovations. That includes adding or relocating electrical outlets, plumbing and fixtures, and installing or replacing HVAC. What did you like the most? This question might put the seller on the spot or seem a touch personal, but it can get the person talking about the home, neighborhood, and the community. Listing and marketing materials include lots of details about a house, and the showing lets you see it firsthand. But talking to the seller can help you learn exactly what you could be getting into. A little progress each day adds up to big results. Thanks for watching!